Hey, this is Jake from That One Team. I'll be doing not a review. This is actually the first modification on an airsoft gun this site's going to have. It's a Stinger P30 Crossman. It's a pretty old gun, so I've only seen a few stores that have it now. I've had it for about 3 years. I'm like, well, I've been talking about this, and it'd be hilarious to actually make one of these. To actually make a double mag. No, that was actually in there. And it fits perfectly. Doesn't fall out. Excellent. And you're like, well, did you just glue it? Because, no, I didn't. It's pretty well put in there. Because what's happening, there's a weight in there that's brilliantly put in there. And it's around these 2 points. So then you just have to put it around the other 2 mags. It works fabulous. Well, the first cut you would want to make is right here and straight line across. But you want to take out the screws first and then do it on each half separately, unless you found a way actually. Then you can just post a comment telling me how you did it, because I used a bolt cutter. Works pretty well because it's ABS plastic. If you use like a scissors, you'd have a hard time, and then it would eventually just crack all the way down until you'd say, screw it, I'm not doing it anymore. That's what was going to happen, but no, it actually worked pretty well. And then the second cut, you have to make this straight too, so then they even up and they'll actually match. And you want to do this on each half or whatever ways actually works. It's basically on how you think you can cut it. And this is how the cuts come out. It's a little jagged, but it'll do. Then the cuts won't be exactly even, so leave a little space. As much space as you really want to file down. How much time do you really have? I don't know. So then you want to, there'll be 1 or 2 little plastic things. You can see that right there. You might have to cut it off if on right here. If you have too much and it doesn't fit right, that's probably why. Because the little weight won't go around it. And the weights do vary. There might be a lead one. This is a steel one, I think. Yeah, because it's 2 halves. There's ones that's full. My thing just fell out. Great. Yeah, you don't want to have that in there while you're cutting and all that. You'll lose it. Don't forget it's there. It's there to hold the end piece in. So like, oh, that screw it just won't tighten. That's why. So I don't lose it. Then I just cut the second weight up, and it just add more weight. You don't have to if you don't feel like having that much weight. Easiest way to do it, if you have that in there, is just to put that piece back in, and that's the BB. That's the BB pusher upper. Make sure I get my bees fed. And then you just put that half on. Make sure they're tight. And then the spring, it's kind of interesting. You just take hot glue, you intersect springs by a little bit. Can't do it right now. There. So then you have a little tension on them. And so then you get rid of some space, because you can do it, because you have to get rid of some of the spring at the end. You have to get an inch off. You can cut it off, otherwise you can just put it like that and just keep it thick. I don't know what works better. I've never tried. I just kept it small and cut a little off at the end. But yeah, just make sure you have a thin layer of hot glue around it. Melt it off around. So just have a little, not too much, and no strings. And then you just slide it in. And it should look like that if you did it right. If you have a little more, cut it off. It's about an inch to an inch and a half that you want to cut off. Inch is your safe zone, so you can do plus or minus. Whatever you feel like. I'm just going to put these screws in off screen. I'm just going to get that one screw in, I think. But then you just want to put the rest of the screws in, and then see what happened there. There's a little opening. You just hot glue this in. But you want to make sure this is smooth going through. Just don't hot glue it right away. So if you really have some fuss with it, put it right in the middle, so you know you got it right. At least it'll go down. It takes a little playing with to find out the right place to put it. So you want to put it right. It's slipping on me, it's slipping on me. Well, you essentially want that little piece to go in between here, and then you can hot glue it, so then that'll stay straight, so it's not crooked like that, or however you had it. And if you did it right, it should smoothly go down and up. It doesn't matter if it goes down hard, it just matters on if the spring actually goes up from here. If it doesn't go up from this point, that means the BB's getting hit at a point, and then you gotta fix it. Might cause no trouble, might cause you a lot of trouble. That's how to make an extended mag. That's Jake from That One Team.